No, I think the builders will be with us.
This is Jonathan Agger, Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by promoter Frank Warren here at the first press conference for Nick Bull, Isaac Dogboe. Frank, the winner of this fight pretty much goes straight into a world title fight, it looks like.
It's the final eliminator. It's a massive fight for Nick. He's in with a former world champion, Isaac Dogboe, and he's got it all to do. But we've got a lot of faith in him and in his ability, and he's certainly got a lot of faith in himself. So whatever happens, it's going to be a great fight. I mean, this shows a great night's boxing. It's a fabulous night. Every fight is a headliner in itself, and it doesn't get any better than that if you're a boxing fan, to sit there and see one after another of some real competitive fights involving some of the best British and some talent from around the world.
You've added a female to your stable in Hannah Rankin.
Looking forward to seeing her in action. I'm hoping, she's signed with us now, and I'm hoping that gives her a new lease of life. She's got a world title to start with, so that's going to be brilliant.
And the man behind you, Denzel Bentley, I spoke to him, and obviously there's been a lot of talk about the Hamza Shiraz fight eventually. He said maybe on the Fury Usyk card. What do you think?
We'll see what happens. He's got to get through it. He's got to get through Nathan first. I mean, that's just a tough fight. Nathan's very I think people underestimate Nathan. I know he's a big ticket seller and he's got a tremendous fan base. You look at his fights, he's improved. He's become a good boxer. This is a good fight. The atmosphere is going to be brilliant, and obviously on the night, the best man will win.
I know Hamza's obviously fighting Liam Williams. That's a show clash with Matchroom's show with the Conlon fight. Any concerns that's going to affect the viewership?
No, I think the builders will be with us.
Moving on, Fury and Usyk. Obviously, Bob Arum claimed the other day that Fury would be disappointed if he got 100 million for this fight. Is he accurate in what he's saying in how much Fury's getting?
I don't talk about other people's money.
In terms of these fights happening in Saudi, is that a concern going forward, that it sets a precedent that all the big fights are going to be in Saudi? Because if you want to fight Joshua, then he's surely not going to take less than what Fury's getting, right?
Well, I don't know about that. Where's he got to go? He's sitting there at the moment scratching his doodahs. As far as I understand it, or as far as I see it, I can remember when I was, in promoting early days and so forth, before we got pay-per-view in the UK, all the big fights took place in Vegas. So we've got a big player now on the world scene, not just in boxing but in world sport. They well and truly decided, the Saudis, that they're going to, they want to do the best, add to the best, and make sure big things in sport occur. And they've certainly done it in boxing. So we've got some good fights there. The good news is for the fans who can't get to Saudi, is that they can watch them on prime time in the UK. They're not got to sit up till 4s and 5s o'clock in the morning. So that's the great news. And the real great news is that fights are being made. They're happening. And this, I hope, is going to be the first of many, many big events that are going on over there, which I know that it will be. So this is fabulous. It's fabulous for boxing. Things are happening. There's a real buzz about things now.
Ideally, though, for the British fans over here, can they expect all these fights to go there, or are you hopeful of bringing some here?
Look, there's a Riyadh season, and that season is from October. Well, it's opening on the October the 20th. It closes on the 2nd of March, and then there's other events, certainly big events that take place in the UK. There'll be big events taking place in the UK anyway. We've got this fabulous event on the 28th, which is unbelievable night's boxing, and obviously we've got the big fight for Hamza, which we'll be having a press conference for tomorrow. So lots of things happening, lots of things.
Joshua Wilder doesn't seem to be happening. Eddie Hearn's been saying that he's going to fight.
It's happening if you're over this side of them. You're over on this side. On the other side, they're not happening.
What would you make of Eddie saying that Joshua's now looking at potentially Hrgovic, and what's your understanding? I know you speak to Shelley Finkel sometimes. What's your understanding why this fight's not going on?
Well, it's not going on because the expectation level is what they were going to get paid for the fight to take place in Saudi is not happening. So that's where it's at. And Hrgovic and Joshua's a great fight. I don't think it happened, but it's a great fight.
Is it likely that the winner of Fury Usyk will have to vacate the IBF belt?
Let's see.
There's a rematch.
Let's see what happens. It's a bit down the road, days.
And KSI and Tommy Fury, who you used to promote in action this weekend, are you going to be tuning in, Frank?
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it, and I want to, I'd like to see Tommy come through.
Final question. We saw that Terence Crawford's trainer, Bo Mack, was released from prison on a suspended sentence yesterday after admitting charges to having a gun. What did you make of that? And do you think if he didn't have the profile in boxing that he does, would he have got sort of the sentence he got?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the background was to it. I mean, carrying a gun in your luggage on a plane is not the most sensible thing to do, as he well knows now. Anyway, they've dealt with it, and whatever's going to happen to him, will happen to him.
Frank, finally, why should people tune into this fight November 18th, Dogboe?
Because every fight on the card is a good fight. You have got 7 main events on one show, all really well matched, great fights, be fabulous atmosphere there. Watch it. It's really worth watching.
Frank, appreciate your time. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.